The AFL media world is entering Armageddon, at least for one of the networks. The wholesale changes between two arch rivals has created a sense of tension off the field that we have rarely ever seen. It caused emergency meetings, a media mogul to lose the plot, and a genuine must-watch battle in 2025 and onwards in terms of TV ratings. The AFL media apocalypse is here, so who will survive and thrive? It was a monumental shock when longtime Channel 9 and footy classified journalist Caroline Wilson decided to leave the network and follow her work partner and Kane Cornes to Channel 7. No one saw it coming, and it now leaves the 9 network with another big hole to fill and gives Wilson some good superannuation, according to Eddie Maguire. But the next big blow is where things heat up. Now, to give a quick breakdown, Eddie Maguire's production company Jam TV make footy classified into the show you see on television. Now, for whatever reason, the Monday and Wednesday casts are different, with Craig Hutchinson the host on Monday and Maguire the host on Wednesday. Well, soon after Wilson's leaked departure, it was announced Hutchinson would also depart to 7 for some on-air time, but mainly to use his company Rainmaker to produce football shows on Channel 7. It just happens that 7 sports boss Chris Jones goes way back with Hutchinson, and the two are not only long-time friends, but even lived together for several years when they were up and coming through the journalism and media ranks. It now leaves Cornes, Wilson and Hutchinson in a great position, joining the lead AFL free-to-air broadcast network, who did recently sign that $4.5 billion deal to keep some of the AFL games on 7. Now Maguire and his production company need to scramble quickly and in the future compete with friends now turned foes. While all this news was breaking, it caused Channel 9 to have a crisis meeting. Now they did end up going with the regular show on the Monday post the preliminary finals, and there was no mention of Wilson or Hutchinson leaving. It was just like watching a regular footy classified airing. But the day after, Maguire let his thoughts out publicly. According to the Herald Sun, at a Carbine Club lunch, Maguire's mood has seemed to fluctuate every 24 hours. On Tuesday, he had been steaming and mentioning legal threats at the Carbine Club lunch. 24 hours later, he'd calmed down and was doing what he does best, putting a positive spin on the biggest shake-up of the football media landscape in years. He was also on Channel 9's Today Show and was asked about the trio leaving. He was sarcastic in his answers, but clearly he was blindsided and is far from happy. He said, "End of the season, you get rid of the list cloggers and you move the new superstars in, and that's what we're doing." The footy classified with Caroline Wilson and Craig Hutchinson that started 18 years ago. We commissioned it when I was up in Sydney actually, and it's been fantastic. And it's great that Channel Copycat is just taking something we've done for 18 years and putting it on air. It really feels like this war is just getting started. So how did it all go wrong for Maguire and Channel 9? Well, it's solely on the network. Contracts were coming out and they simply let 7 in who offered big deals. It's no different to an AFL free agent leaving for a couple $100,000 pay rise. It's that simple. Channel 9 still has Tom Morris and Sam McClure, who would likely replace Wilson, but the Monday show does have holes. Could Maguire host both nights? Probably not. And how can you replace the volcano? In the Herald Sun article, Isaac Smith and Lee Montagna were the 2 former players mentioned as possible replacements. It's a critical period of time for the network and footy classified, who now have serious competition to retain their viewers. To finish off on the focus on Channel 9, it was recently revealed Lee Matthews, who was seen this season on the Footy Furnace, will also depart the network. Unlike the others, he will be on no TV screens in 2025. And on the Sunday footy show post-grand final, the boys gave one last send-off to their beloved Kane Cornes. Here are some words from Chompers.
So Kane Corns, it is with a very heavy heart that we say we are going to miss you on our screens, or any screens for that matter. From the dizzying heights of the Sunday Footy Show to the agenda-setting Footy Classified, you can now look forward to an afterlife on Armchair Experts. You will be sorely missed, for a couple of days at least, and whilst you may no longer be with us, I get the sense we're still going to see you on the Sunday Footy Show.
It's Channel 7 that are splashing out the cash. However, one man who will be leaving is Luke Darcy. According to reports, it's a personal decision and not one to do with the network cutting out employees. He wants to watch his son play for the Western Bulldogs and focus on his other business ventures. If you are suspicious of his Channel 7 exit, then don't be, as he will be departing Triple M Radio as well, marking the end of a near 2-decade-long run in the AFL media. At least we know one new member of Channel 7 will be happy.
We read today that there's a prospect of Luke walking away from media, and we wish him well if that's the case. But he's been a target of the Liberal Party in the past, Caro. Of course, he famously had the Frydenberg statue in his front yard. I think he'd be an awesome Liberal leader in Victoria, and I wonder whether they make the move to go and woo him.
I just became a Labor voter.
Okay. I think you're 1-0 up on the argument.
Who knew Corns was so political? There have also been continuous rumours about Jared Waitley transitioning to 7 in 2025, and when you match it up with Mark Robinson finishing up on AFL 360, it seemed like an inevitable move. However, in The Age, it was reported Waitley would stay loyal to Fox Footy. He's the current biggest commentator/host in the media and will call games for Fox in 2025 while hosting. It therefore leaves AFL 360 with one of their marquee duo out, although Robinson is expected to stay on Fox Footy and feature on other shows. It was a great 14-year run the program had with The Odd Couple, and it's hard to see where they evolve the show into the future. Another big official move is to do with St Kilda legend Nick Riewoldt. After a year living in the United States with his family, the former Fox Footy analyst and special commentator is back. Again, he will be at Channel 7, and you would think it will be in a similar role, and he's a good option to be on other programs throughout the week. It's been a huge period for the 7 network. Not only have they strengthened their own media hand in an attempt to finally get some watchable football programs during the week, but at the same time have weakened their opposition. The names they have are big and expensive, so surely this time around they can get it right. If you didn't know, to cap off the year, the AFL Media have their own awards night. I have no idea who judges on these awards or what the criteria is, but here are some of the major winners if anyone cares. The Alf Brown Award for the Best Overall Media Performer went to Kane Corns. He also took home the Lou Richards Medal for Best Former Football Performer in the Media, and won the Best Opinion Analysis Award, which I really think means whoever says the most wild thing on TV and who has the most hot takes. Anthony Hudson was awarded the AFL's Best TV Match Caller, and AFL 360 took out the Best TV Program. But now we all wait. 2025 in the AFL media landscape will be vastly different to the past decade. There will be more programs and TV shows than ever, and those on them are getting paid more than ever. How will Channel 9 recover? Will Corns dominate on the 7 network? There are so many questions that will be answered in the aftermath of the AFL media apocalypse.